Innkeeper's coal. One fine morning, Innkeeper was feeding to the father of himself. He said to James, "You're no James. It's something dreadful, and no one cares." James said, "Rubbish, Innkeeper. You ought to work hard enough." Innkeeper was bigger than James and James, but smaller than Gordon and Gordon. Sometimes he could pull chains very well. Sometimes he had no strength at all. The head controller spoke to him. "You're the same like Henry Tobic Spencer. You have lots of new parts and new paint too, but they've done you no good, and if we can't get you better too, we'll have to get another engine instead of you. Sorry." This made Innkeeper his favourite and Simon with a shirt. The head controller was waiting when Innkeeper was getting a chain ready. He'd taken off his hat and coat and put on chain coats, climbed onto the footplate, and Innkeeper started. But his foreman was not satisfied after he managed to start. "Innkeeper's a bad steamer, sir. The build-up is fair, but it doesn't get much food." Innkeeper tried very hard, but it was no use. He had not enough steam. When they came to the passenger station, he was very upset. He thought, "This shall have to go away. All he could do was park in a city and let Percy take over." What do you think is wrong, Freeman? Asked the head controller. Well, if you don't mean explaining, the code's wrong. We've had a power lot lately, and today it's worse. The other engines can manage those big gearboxes, but Inca is small and can't make the heat. No, with Welsh code, he'd be a different engine. Welsh code, eh? It's expensive, said the third controller, but Inca must have a third chance. Games shall go and fetch some. When the Welsh code came, Inca, Jacob, and Simon were excited. Hey, this is good, this code from Wales. Now I'll show them. He cast Arnold on his joints and polished his brass till it shone like gold. His hair was all red and red, so the Freeman made a caster. He put large lumps of coal round the outside, then covered the middle with smaller lumps. Why, you're spoiling the fair, complained Inca. No, we're not. Wait and see, said the Freeman. We're arriving fair just when we wanted. And he was right. When he reached the platform, it was burning nicely, and he heard a little of steam to show how heavy he was. Ah, Lord Inca, I feel fine, said Inca. If you all got fed here, never better than plenty of steam. No record breaking on the head controller. Go passing toward hard. Inca would be tossing set on his toes and back. Inca had enough in the day. He'd never felt so well in the whole of his life, and wasn't heard about. Now he can let things stand safe, and just knock it and won't be sent away. Very fast and very helpless smoker. know. As you're concerned, that was a short clip of a fake water making. What I'm doing is putting them on that sea and leave the others. Sorry, just missed it. What I'm doing is putting the fake water on that side as I told you before, and leaving the other side covered in thick grass. Apparently, you won't be seeing the animation clip of them for some time because the blue texture is a little dry, running dry at the moment. Well, that's what I'm just telling you. After we showed you some clip of making fake water from these sticky paper labels, I'll explain how I did them. First of all they have to do is color all these in blue. Don't wait a second for the texture to dry, because it dries quicker. Then peel all of them off and put them in the gap to make the fake water. It will look like a harbour. And what else can I show? This is a stapler, but I'm not using it today. It's a bit useless for this task. I've got some more. I'm not sure if I can use them. I'll need to give them back and finish off this sheet. Oh, hang on. I want to show you the plans manual book. The father wasn't meant to do this awkwardly, but never mind. Found it. Yes, it has John the Martyrs' death date, 1999, solar corporation. These are all the bits you'll need. And to work with. And not treated badly. Can't put it in water, leave it in the car in the sunshine, or let the sun blind the telescope screen and the LCD screen. Injector. net shot. That's the same thing. Plug it on the television. I wonder what they're taking figures. I'm not sure what this item on the top of the box trailer is, and they can't explain about it. Photo, which not only takes a picture, but it records sound backdrops. That's a very weird cable. This is all big. There's the thing. It connects to the desert thing. It connects to the cassette tape. Well, you can connect it to the computer. Oh, works for Windows North America. Thing about what happens to the screen. Clean of data. Honestly, can anyone connect a digital net tape camera to the tele, which can work for Windows Mother Maker? I mean, mainly to camera that's found the outthing is working very well, and it has interesting quality, better than many diverse and card cameras, and it will make you feel younger by looking at the quality. If you can find digital net tape cameras from the natives, if you're in Australia, mid-culture, your United Kingdom of America, and the West bad. They're good, as long as your match the regions proper. They made a mistake of getting a rocker when it didn't work. Doesn't it? The Australian machine computer doesn't accept local power, it accepts other power. I never remember when they mistakenly gotten into a circular. Oops. We didn't think clearly. Lost the broad textures running dry. Did it tell you about it? There were some old pieces about some years ago. I'm not sure what to do with them. And, well, yes, of course it will, because it might make a roadway in some railway, a German railway, but I still can't tell why they're making it. And putting in. There were some other checks. They haven't bought, somebody else bought them years ago. Just for the Duncanfish Railway, the typewriter electric plug one, owners double tier A. Let me show all the demonstration. Like that. Interesting mechanism workings. I'll type in a starter name. Yes. There I'll go. The first bit of a name, now something to put in. God again. Oh, never mind. I was about to put in a question mark, but I pressed the button, enter, and the time by mistake, and it just went up. Never mind. This is a dictionary book, allotted for spelling. Title. It's for Toper and the Swan. One day, Toper and Percy were talking. And they were just nesting in some shading yard. Oh, there they are. What are they knocking at? Oh! A swan! That is Toper. A swan of Georgia dazzles, traded sparkles said to us. A swan's living in a boss's and says, this Percy, quite an interesting waterbird too. Well, I hope she doesn't get into trouble. She's got... She's been hiding from some things which can hunt her down. Oh, I read a book, read a paper about it. Engines time for work. Oh, that's if that controller. He needs us to take the stone chips. He doesn't make engines looking at animals and there's work to be done. Cooper was sad to see the swan seeing a Beethoven's nest. This one look after us. Little did he know that the swan was about to wander to the place it wanted to go. And she was about to get hunted. Percy told her came up to tunnel cover to connect the stones. It was a big rush again, and, well, all the stones for the dancers. But as they were connecting the stone, he thought they saw something moving inside it. It looked familiar. It's strange, said Cooper. We thought we saw something in our place, said Percy. I wondered if they should mention this to their cause. But then they thought it was their ace playing tricks on them. They went to connect the stone. Later that day, Ella was also helping with the stone delivery. He thought he saw something coming towards him. It gave him a bit of a scare and Billy let off steam at the shock. Suddenly the something vanished. It's strange, thought Billy. He'd never seen anything like that before. He resolved to talk to Cooper and Percy about it. I can't understand it, guys. It's as if someone or something was watching me. Do you think someone is playing a trick on me? Cooper and Percy thought hard for a moment. They remembered there's something in the tunnel. Could this be a coincidence that both her, Cooper, and Billy have caught sight of something strange in the tunnel? You've just reminded me about something we saw earlier too. We'll go back to the tunnel corner and see what we saw. Look what I found. Oh, it was a swan they found. Oh, God, Lord. It was chained to loss of hand. Listen, gentlemen, if we take the swan back to that place, I'll tell nobody else at all. Hey, Percy. No, there's it then. There it's in its place. And girl, we've got the animal safe from extinction. Just in time, tall. And the hunt folks don't clever, smart engines to stop. The hunt work. Even talk about snake working. Whenever the hunt met them, they would say, a little one that told them. Thunder, it was made up of word but secret. Will keep quiet till they're gone, otherwise they may know what we've been told. says little pruners, animal friends. Everyone is very busy, except one urchin, always doing something else, working in the forest hill, in the forest railway. He loves the place, and there is some animals of the little pruners, all hidden in the trees. He knew he had to keep quiet. They were not used to sound, loud ones. Hadn't no little swan, just working today. They were collecting the apples. Very cool. And Robbie can take a quick hand. Applejack's resting in some place here from a big harvest. The friends have to take this to the Barcelona station shop. Percy didn't deliver to the Barcelona station shop. Then, he was doing a lot of work, but the engines wondered what he was doing. He was working over hard until he was resting, meeting with the animals. So you're certain, little swan. I have been working here for many years, and know if it tastes very well, but not much hard pieces. You and your animal friends do. There are times when we have secret things. Everyone does not know it. It is a God that we have to look after a thing that is secret. What is my secret? Oh yes. You look after your swan. Maybe look at your wing. It would be better in some water. What's that? Oh. Princess and Nestor visited Thailand the weekend house. Oh. No. Sparrow my secret. Then that sparkle. Oh, duh. I hope Princess Nestor doesn't notice her. What about if they control her? I better not let him know this too. That's probably better. There's no need to tell her where they can go. Oh, here's cold water from the tapestry bottle. Not that I need to hide. Can you tell me whether it can hurt to think? Oh, there's a name. Just hoping the dogs can come. Chris saw the bushes and branches too. He came to the great spot. The place was very clear, and there was no bother to find him. Oh, this is where the animals know the whole plainly, and Princess Sinistra. The engines have the little ponies and the their controller to find them. The secret has to stay with little Mer. Suddenly, he heard a voice, and no, Percy was shocked. From the sound, he looked round and hoped nothing was coming towards him. But there was nothing but clearness. This is coming from the bushes, thought Percy. I wonder what can they find. He crept for the bushes. Then he gasped. There, in front of him was a young car, the same as Covenant and Mermaid. He came close to have a look. "Hello," he said to it. "Oh, hello," said the car. "Oh, hello. I'm Percy, the small engine." "Oh, hello, Percy. It isn't this so first. My mother Mermaid told me a book about you. My name is s15. I was living here for many years, weeks, months, and days. My aunt and mother were made together, and were on their way to Tasmania to live on because things in England didn't know and understand our ways. My word, we did have some terrible time there. What's wrong in England? We were talking in the shed at the farm when we heard the news saying about old motor cars were on the loss as they worked. You all know why? Well, we were made in 1800s, and when we were still working, taking farmers to farm markets, some person told the police stations to find the cars that had survived changes, and had heard about us were mystery cars, and they'd say to hunt us down, and we heard the news say we decided to leave England. When we get to Tasmania, we have to split to separate places till the police in England can give up looking for us. They came here in this dead spot and have been arrested. None look what's happened to me. They're messed everywhere. You'll be glad that the North Thames is safe from Robert doesn't know if safe with Mermaid and Covenant again. I'll get something made. Come on, I'll tell you if they control this. But what about the little ponies? Oh, you'll know them. What about them? We were the coffins, and have never seen each other for many years. Oh, well, therefore, Princess and Mr. Taylor cannot say. Come on now, come with me. Wait a minute, and you'll need some help from your friends. Oh yes, I'll get to you. Hello, Percy. What are you doing here? Hello, Toby. Look what I found. Sorry. This is 17, Toby. And can you help me take her to the hidden railway? Yes, it can, but you better not let the little pony stand it. Look! Oh no! If they're heading to the hidden river, it's next to the hidden railway. Come on, to the Branson station set. Right. Come on, 17. The top engines came to Branson station shed and began to restart seminary. To the red farm, she was mended and was ready to meet her mother and hunter. Come on now, let's get to the shed yard. Let's, huh? Here, wait a minute. Ow! Don't make it cross. Kevin, as your family member. Hello, Mum, Auntie. Chimney Puppet, you thought you were lost forever. She told them about how long she was in the hidden place, and the engines hoped to restore her. Oh, let's go, Lord. You're safe with us again? And with your old friends, said Taylor with the others. Oh, hello, Taylor. You haven't seen your first. even the tallest persistent person. Oh, well, you just didn't know. I'm glad we met you again. All of us did have that percy and purpose of being secret working and our Jenkins has met some animals of ours. Instances they hurt the swan. Or had some saw wing, and its better. And it went back in its place where they went to a bosser place. Well, the thing called, has been hurtful to some of your friends, animal friends, and doing your work thing, said Mr. Controller. Okay. The animals of Mother Nature did have your company. Think also. um, or just in clean up the tricks. That is all for today.